NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Good morning. You're welcome to, Friday the 15th of April. You're halfway through the month. You've finished the week. Yes, what can you say? It's Friday, and NewsWatch, you've come to expect the excellence that brings you, community television right here in Newcastle and Lawrence County. So sit back, relax. You've deserved it. This weekend, the weather's going to be great. You're going to have a chance to get out. So make sure that you get that first cup of coffee. And have a biscotti or one of those fried pies from Bill's Bake Shop. And, just sit back and relax, because NewsWatch, with all that and so much more, is straight ahead for you.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's. Good morning, Newcastle, and welcome. Yes, it's Friday the 15th, and look, I didn't wear the coat today. It's time for a casual Friday. I needed a casual Friday, so I took it. And what are they going to do? Tell the boss? Well, I'll tell myself later. Okay. As you've tuned in to Newcastle's favorite morning show, well, I can't say that because the morning show is really the favorite. So this is NewsWatch, where everything that you come to expect is right here. After that introduction, I said, lose the jacket. I might put it on for the wrap-up. How's that? And, there's some things that I'm going to read that are going to be on, like, probably the morning show, as there goes the lady from the library, and some things that I'm going to, maybe you hear this twice, but hey, what the heck. I've been telling people it's not a joke. I get over 300 of these a day, and I spare you because, like Padula, he'll start whining. My hubby and I enjoy watching. Since I don't get out much due to my illness, I was shocked to see businesses downtown that I was unaware of. And how long ago did NCTV45 start? We've been on the air for about 4 years, including our research time. I left the door open just to show you that things are alive and well downtown, as you can hear the traffic as I'm in the studio. And that was from Sandy Hudak. Thank you very much, Sandy. And this from Annette Buckley Rakovich. Thank you. We enjoy watching. You know, I try to, and I'm going to read the birthdays on the morning show. I try telling people about community building, positive things we can do. I don't want to spin my wheels anymore. I'm telling you, NCTV 45 right now is the rage. People in Newcastle love it. Those people that say, oh, nobody talks about it, well, you're not talking in the right places, because those are the type of comments that I'm getting from everybody. So, but we're a humble group here, and thank you very much. I appreciate it, and the train rolls on. And as does NewsWatch. Now, as you were told in breaking news the other day, that the State House of Representatives just passed Senate Bill 3, and it went on to Governor Tom Wolf's desk for signing. Just to let you know, that is for medical marijuana use. And it is what it is, folks. Make sure that you use it for all the right purposes. Now, speaking of things being right, these sponsors want to have a word with you. They're the reason you have community television right here in Newcastle. We're always looking for more. We're looking for people to help out. And if you want to do that, you know how to do it. But let's take a look at what they have to say first. We'll be right back.
I'm still running against the
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Butts Flowers and Gifts offers top quality flower arrangements and gifts for any occasion. The pros at Butts Flowers and Gifts provide exceptional customer service, and each bouquet is hand arranged. Stop in and check out their wide selection of gift baskets and plants. They provide flower delivery service locally to Newcastle, Bessemer, Edinburgh, New Wilmington, West Pittsburgh, and across the nation. It's Butts Flowers at 120 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-7727 or toll free 1-800-443-7726.
Yes, welcome back, and I'm making sure that everybody out there that's going, I don't have anything to do, well, I'm making sure you know what to do. Okay. Now, the Hoyt, they're having their wine tasting festival, and that is May. Check this out. I got the wrong paper here. This is about the juried art exhibit. The wine tasting festival was this week at the Hoyt, and they had such a great, sometimes in TV this happens. Here you go. I told you there was a wine festival. Hear ye, all you kings, queens, knights, and nobles. This is April 16th, which, if you haven't noticed, that's tomorrow, from 7 to 10. It's a wine tasting festival. Medorza's catering. It's at the Hoyt. It's $75 per person. And you can call 724-652-2882. It benefits arts and education and the many projects the Hoyt undertakes right here in the greatest castle in the world. So make sure that you check that out. Now, see, I didn't want to get all out of order, but I guess that forced me. And while you're at the Hoyt, you can take a look at that 43rd annual juried art competition, because you know what? It's on display till May 6th, and you're not going to want to miss that. They have a lot of great collections up at the Hoyt. Some of them are on display at the Confluence. And, you can come downtown and just enjoy. There's the Warner Theater downtown. For people that don't know about Newcastle, and there are so many fantastic things to do here, and I found out some interesting things as NCTV45 went on the survey and research, because we are definitely into community building and making Newcastle an even greater place than it already is. So we'll get to that as we go through this day. Now, I have to remind you, and I would be off my kilter if I didn't. It's the 54th National, let me try this again, the 54th Holy Name Society Award Mass and Banquet, Sunday the 17th. And I'm definitely getting to where I have to get to read this, and I put it in a different folder. So, sometimes stuff happens, and you have to put up with me, but I have the letter, and here you go. It says, welcome to the Pittsburgh Diocese Holy Name Society 54th Annual Dinner. Okay, and this is for the Diocese of Pittsburgh, and usually they put, and forgive me, but usually they put who the inductees are, and they didn't. They just said that they offer prayers to those getting the award. I'm going to be on Russ Carley about that, because I was a little short on what it was, but in the Lawrence County chapter of Theology on Tap brought us that, and they didn't give us enough information. I kind of tell these people, when you send stuff into NCTV 45, make sure that you give us enough information so that we can adequately cover the story, and I apologize that fell a little bit short. But you know what? Don't worry, because these sponsors here, they're not falling short. They're keeping you right in the ball game with great goods and services. And after these messages, we shall return.
InfoCision has been giving job seekers career opportunities for the past 30 years. 150 positions are needed to be filled as soon as possible, and many of them at the Newcastle location. InfoCision handles inbound and outbound customer service and sales calls for the nation's largest nonprofit and leading media and cell phone providers. Come join the InfoCision team that offers excellent benefits. You can call or stop in at 253 East Washington Street, Newcastle. InfoCision, the #1 call center company in the world. Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters. Serving Newcastle, Elwood City, and Youngstown. Daimio and Olson handles criminal law, bankruptcy, civil matters, workers' compensation, personal injury, medical malpractice, divorce, wills, real estate, and many more legal issues. Call any one of their offices in Newcastle, Elwood City, or Youngstown with these phone numbers. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. And Sometimes things just keep coming in and you gotta. It's the Spring Fever Vendor Craft Show, April 16th at the Newcastle Christian Academy. Free admission. There's lunch, a Chinese auction. It benefits the Lawrence County Humane Society. Stop in, get some Mother's Day stuff. It's from 9 to 3, and that's Saturday. Now, let's climb over to sports. Thank you, Ashley Linjanock, for that information. In high school baseball, and let's start off with the rankings. Yes, the Neshannock Lancers are the number one Double-A team. Riverside is third, and Shenango ninth. Just to give you an idea, we got some pretty good athletes here. And Laurel topped Beaver Falls 5-4, and that was yesterday. So just to give you some of that high school sports flavor. And we're going to talk about on the morning show the Pirates in Detroit and just a whole bunch of baseball stuff that's going on. And we'll cover hockey and definitely the NBA as they're warming up for the playoffs. And so quite a few things happening there. Now, this was the Cedars Sports Corner, and stop by Cedars. Get some great, fantastic, what I call Newcastle food, because it's utterly fantastic. I love it. I get there as much as I can. Now, this was the Cedars Sports Corner, and after these messages, we're going to be right back. Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans.
Gentlemen, if you want to look your best with high-quality clothing, then I recommend Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle. Mike Caggiano is the owner, and he and his staff have been in the business for decades, and they will always give you the right recommendations. They also carry Rondinelli tuxedos. That's Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-3851.
Yes, a very welcome back as we continue with NewsWatch, making sure that you have that news and information that you need. Just a heads up, we're entering the last week. Ronnie Dam is still seeking vendors and educational exhibitors for Earth Day. That's down in Ewing Park. Be watching for that. And we'll get you more information. As you can see, I'm telling you, downtown alive and well as we continue to say hi to the folks passing by our window. And maybe we should go back to that window view. We'll think about that. Meanwhile, I need you to think about this. It's the first cleanup day, April 30th, 8 to 12 p.m. It's a Comcast Cares Day. They have 100 volunteers, and they want you to help clean debris to begin construction of the bathhouse. Breakfast will be provided, and anytime there's food, you know that has to be good right here in Newcastle. Volunteers are asked to show up at the Cascades Park swimming pool at 8 p.m. Permission forms are available, and they will be collecting them in the United Way office through Monday, April 18th. So, or you can go to the website. If you have a question, call Gail Young. Her number is 724-658-8528. And when you talk to Gail, tell her you saw her on the morning show and you want her to return to the morning show to be a co-host. She did an absolute fantastic job. Gail, I'm just putting on a little pressure. You know, I need you to come in. I need you to be right here, and it'll be great. Now, I'm going to continue through giving you this news and information as we get stacks and stacks of stuff. It's unbelievable. But, you know, as I'm going through here, I have to remind you of something that it hasn't been in Newcastle for some time. Yes, the wrestling bank. First of all, back when I was in school, and I don't want to tell my age, there was a gymnastic team, a wrestling team. Newcastle has a wrestling club now, and they've completed what I believe is their second season. And April 25th, a week from today, a week from Saturday, they're going to have their banquet at the Olympic Fun Zone, and that's a great deal. You know, from 5:30 to 8:30, there'll be fun, awards, food. Wrestlers and one guest are invited. It's $10 for each additional guest. Okay, and give the kids a hand. I mean, if you see one of them outside, around, let them know that you're proud of them. They did a great job. You know, it's much harder to start things than once the program's in place, and these kids have dedicated their time to an endeavor like this, and I think it's very positive, and they need your support. Meanwhile, calling all track parents, if we get some help, we'll get those track meets on. But let me tell you, what we definitely are going to get on are these sponsors who keep everything running right here at NCTV45. I appreciate their help. They've got great goods and services, and they're anxious to hear from you. We'll be right back after. Yes, I'm in Mr. Pizza. Hi, we're here with
Sydney.
And it looks like you girls have had a great lunch. Can you tell me what you have, Sydney?
The ham and cheese sub.
Oh, today's special. What did you have?
I had pepperoni pizza and part of the ham and cheese sub, and they were both very good.
Hey, it's always best when you get your food and somebody else's. And here at Mr. Pizza, what a great time. Stop down. Check out the special.
Come to Big Polly's Sports Bar in Newcastle.
The place is spacious with all the seating you'll need, with 2 bars and a huge menu that features wings, pizza, sandwiches, burgers, pasta, and fries.
Big Polly's
Is just right to watch the game. You'll love the sports memorabilia throughout the bar. There's plenty of parking too.
Big Polly's Sports Bar
In Newcastle at 207 East Long Avenue. Call 724-658-8800. That's 658-8800.
Hey, welcome back. And this is for the There's Not Anything to Do Club. I have to call you out, guys. There's a 50 and 60s dance Friday, the 22nd at 6:30 at Gatherings Banquet Center in Edinburgh. Yeah, look, if you don't know how to get to Gatherings, act like you're going to Youngstown, Ohio. You know, go through the harbor, and right there next to Town and Country is Gatherings. This is the New Bedford Lions Club that is putting this on, and it is their second annual 50s and 60s dance. Now, what a great date night. You know, it's from 6:30 to 8:30. There's a buffet. Dance till 11, door prizes, huge Chinese auction. Tickets are $20 per person and $40 for a couple. There you go. Another great, geez, I got you. You know what? There are so many things for you to do. And April 23rd, just to let you know, another great event right here in Newcastle. It's a home dedication. It's the 24th home dedication on East Euclid Avenue, right between George Washington and Preston. And Terry Perry, thanks for that little note. That tells you Habitat for Humanity. They're doing a great job right here in the greatest castle in the world. And, I gathered all these notes, and I wanted to talk to you about that, and I'm going to put it right here because I'm going to save it for the very next segment. So what am I going to talk to you about now? I thought you'd never ask. It's Sunday, May 22nd. It's a dance benefit. Why? Because I like dancing. So I might as well talk about this. The Durrells are going to be at Cascade Park. It's a benefit to benefit a 5-year-old who was diagnosed with cancer. And this is to help with medical and travel expenses. It's at the Cascade Park Dance Hall. Tickets are $15, but they're going to give you a macaroni dinner, a Chinese auction, a 50-50 drawing, and you're going to have fun listening to the Durrells. Now, we have a commercial that's playing, or just a public service announcement to let you know this is going on, because I believe so strongly in that, and hopefully you get out and show your support. It's important that we start doing these things for others, even if you don't know them. Maybe there's somebody there you might know. You could have an absolute fantastic time. And hey, it's all about getting out and just enjoying things right here in Newcastle. Now, speaking of getting out, what could you get out and do this weekend? Well, you can go to the Newcastle Playhouse Annex. They're presenting God's Favorites. That's located on Long Avenue. The 15th and the 16th shows begin at 7:30. On the 17th, it's a 2 p.m. matinee. Call 724-654-3437 for more information. And it's just another great thing to do right here in what I call the greatest castle in the world. Now, speaking of things that are great, these sponsors, they're super, and they're going to speak to you right now. Pegley's Pasta and More. When you're hungry for that great Italian taste, bellissimo, it is tremendous. You have to stop by Pegley's for pasta, sandwiches, pizza. Yes, it's Pegley's Pasta and More for that great Italian taste. It's not just for Sunday anymore. Head over to Pegley's. Wow, yes, it's fun to go to the Y, and now with great affordable rates, it's more swimming, more exercise, more family time. The YMCA in downtown Newcastle, or the Y Zone on Eleanor Drive in Shannon Township, welcomes you to a variety of programs, exercise, and fun events. Hello, and yes, welcome to Crane 45 weather. And I know you're wondering, Ange, can this great weather continue? Well, after last night's mostly clear low of 37, the answer is, of course. Today, expect a sunny high near 61, and Friday night, mostly clear, a low around 41. Saturday, as you wake up, all relaxed and refreshed because it is the weekend. Sunny with a high of 63. Saturday night's overnight low, clear, and a low of 50. Now, I'm telling you, I told you it wouldn't last. Now, that was Crane Room 45 weather. We're going to take a break to see some fantastic sponsors, and we'll be right back.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Welcome back and continuing on things you can do this weekend. There are so many. The Women's Alive Conference is at North Catholic High School over there in Cranberry. Eventbrite.com has more information on that. On Sunday the 17th, the North County Trail, it's their march and hike. It'll start at 1 p.m. on Watts Mill Road, South Beaver Township. They'll hike 2.5 miles to Watts Mill Road and check out Indian Rock. It's free to the public. Call 724-827-2350 or visit northcountytrail.org/WAM. And also, Paint and Sip is coming up, and that's April 19th at the Fractured Grape. It's $35 per person, and the Fractured Grape is located at 115 Neshannock Avenue in New Wilmington. Call 724-901-1234. It includes supplies, a 2-hour instruction class, and that sounds like a good time. And also, it's Lawrence County Hockey. Yes, they're having their night at the races at St. John's Hall. $10 per person. Doors open at 6. Races begin at 7. Food, beer, pop, and fun. Call 724-674-7426. Now, I mean, it's like no joke. Like, I'm going through these things, and there's all these things going on in Newcastle. That's why we call it NewsWatch, because it's phenomenal the number of activities you can get involved with right here in Lawrence County. April 30th, the Y is hosting a talent show, and that is falling in line with their Healthy Kids Day. The annual event brings kids' families together for fun, activity, and a day of encouraging kids to build a lifetime of healthy habits. There's bicycle safety checks, visits from firefighters, police, the Frozen Queen, a pep parade, demonstrations, martial arts, fitness. It's actually phenomenal. And remember, stop by the Y. They've got those great things going on. And April 23rd, which is next weekend, you've got a friend. Yeah, it's at Westminster College or Auditorium. Carole King, James Taylor, songwriter Krista Manna, national recording artist Jonathan Birchfield, and a 24-piece orchestra. The cost is $33. For reservations, call 724-946-7345. And this is part of the Westminster College Celebrity Series, and you can check it out on their website. Now, wow. I told you there was a lot to go through. It's Friday. That's why I didn't wear a jacket. I says, you know what, with doing all this, I need to take a break. And speaking of taking a break, let's take one thing out, because Want to make sure that you know that the bookseller, it's open today at 9 a.m. It goes to 4:30. Mother Goose story time is 10 a.m. at the library. We Build 10:40 and Library Stitchers at 12:30 at the Newcastle Public Library, right across the street from NCTV45. And right around the corner are some great sponsors that make community television work right here in Newcastle. So let's take a look and listen what they have to say.
Much anymore.
It could be just right. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Well, that's going to do it for this Friday, April 15th. And let me tell you, as you get out and about, enjoy the sunshine this weekend, and you've deserved that after last weekend's debacle. And remember, stop by these local sponsors. Go to one of the many fine restaurants we have in Newcastle that sponsor community television and work to make Newcastle, Lawrence County a better place. And tell them, by all means, that you saw it here on NCTV 45. Now, as you go through your day, tell a friend about NCTV 45, and by all means, get that second cup of coffee. And have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see ya on Monday.